for my father, who read me the great stories of history when I was too young to really understand them. He taught me life is hard, but not impossible. I'm teaching my daughter simpler things, like how to eat with a spoon, brush her teeth, step up to the sink, and spit like a big girl.
There are times when the universe just reaches out and says, girl, you have got to make a change. My very first memory is in the car with my daddy. I was 2. Daddy was driving me from Dubuque, Iowa, where he taught history at the university, back to the farm in Georgia to visit my grandparents, because my brother Tyler had just been born. I remember it was an enormous white car with blue vinyl interior, a blue steering wheel with a silver horn, and a radio in the dash. Daddy told me that radio was really a secret telephone, and I could talk to anybody I wanted just by pushing the buttons. And there was this little handle on the dash that you could hang on, because that's back before they had seat belts. So anytime we'd come to a stop sign or a curve in the road, my father would fling out his enormous arm covered in strawberry blonde hair and freckles. He would brace me with his massive palm and say, "Hang on, Nibber dear." He always used to call me Nib. "Hang on." And I'd say, "I'm hanging, Daddy. I'm hanging." My parents were different, dangerous in a way. My father was the first one in his whole family to leave Murray County, Georgia, and get a college education, let alone a PhD. Deb, a lot of folks don't know what to make of me, because I got book learning and walking around sense. There's nothing more dangerous than an educated redneck. And we're thinking, what, man? What gas station? What is she talking about? And you know, we never did get a straight answer from Cosby about the mysterious man at the gas station. Sherry and I did, however, become fascinated with this idea of this person, this man out there with all the answers. Years from then, if we'd be lost or we just didn't know the answer to a question about the state of world affairs, Sherry'd say, "Well, Clarinda, I reckon we better stop. Ask that man at the gas station." And you know what? When I was growing up, there really was a man at the gas station. Yeah, full service. Y'all remember that? And he might be grungy and dirty, or he might be pristine in a little bow tie. He'd wash your windows, change your oil, check your fluids, give you change for the Coca-Cola machine. He'd give you direction if you were lost. He was there for you. You could count on him. You could depend on the man at the gas station. Sherry and I would wheel in after school to Shirley and Reagan Exxon. Oh, that's back when it was still okay to go to Exxon, back before that whole Valdez. And you know what? You didn't even have to pay. You just signed your daddy's name. "Thank you." And Daddy would pay for it later. It was a beautiful system. And it's gone. It's gone forever. No man's coming to save the day. There's no one with all the answers. Life is self-serve. My father kept journals for over 20 years, and none of us knew. They dated back to the late 60s when we were kids, and mostly he'd talk about his hunting trips. And as a historian, he was very scientific. He'd know the date and the time and the temperature and who went with him and what caliber of gun they toted and what they had for lunch and the names of the November 5th, 1986. Today, I'm 55 years old. I had a wonderful time. Went to Valley Cruces to look at some property along the Watauga River with 2 friends and had a pleasant time. The staff and students had a birthday party for me at the Center for Appalachian Studies. Visited with a good friend, talked with some people, and came home. See, I think there is a fear when you lose someone you love. You think you're going to forget. Daddy's journals give me a lot of comfort and teach me to slow up some and notice people and things on the road to where I'm going. Something is not right. Yeah, something is missing here, needs something here. I know, maybe a baby would wake him up. I have a baby. It was a planned pregnancy. I planned it all. Planned and executed the cutest nursery with a Jungle Book theme, good for a boy or a girl with spirit. I had a birth plan, no drugs. I would have my baby all natural. And I did too. I had a baby without Tylenol. But you can't plan everything about your baby. I get a picture in my mind sometimes of angels hovering with Clara in their arms, ready to bring her into the world. Not sweet, fat cherubs. These angels are big and fierce, and they are lifting the roofs off houses, searching for a home for Clara. Oh no, not her. She will fall apart. No. No. Oh. Look. You see that big red-headed gal? She looks like she can hang. Give her to her. To you. Lady, look at me. Yesterday was her birthday, and I got a letter in the mail from this hospital. It was not a card with puppies on it. It said, this child will never drive a car. She will never get married. We will be lucky if she gets to the cognitive level of a 2-year-old, so I really need you to be nice to me. Okay? Okay. Lest you think it was all roses. After the waiting period, I went to pick Clara up, and she was standing in the doorway with her backpack, and her hair was just beautiful in a French braid. Her pride shone in her beaming face. Oh, if she could have, she'd have said, see, Mom, I am a big girl. I am in the big girl house, doing big girl things. I can die now. They can do it without me. And don't you tell I said this. But maybe they can do the job better than I can.